Hello YouTubers. If you watched the last video I made, you'll recall we made a program that can test for the primality of numbers. And so today we're going to take that functionality and wrap it into a function that can be called from the command line. And I'll show you how to do all that. So first we'll define our function. We're just going to call it main, as is tradition. Okay, everything's got to move over now. Python uses indentation similar to how C-based languages uses the curly braces, so it actually is important. Okay, now we're going to make some changes. First of all, we're going to assume the user knows what they're doing and doesn't need this print statement. And now rather than taking the input from the raw input, we're going to take it as a command line argument, which is the n up here. So we'll take the n, which comes in as a string, and we'll cast it to a long. Okay, everything else here looks good. We are going to add a line to kind of help give the user some feedback if they're entering invalid data. Oops. So if n is less than or equal to 0, we're going to print please enter a number greater than 0. And at this point we'll halt the program and just return none. Okay, so let's see, everything else here looks good. Okay, now here, instead of printing this, we're going to set isPrime to true. I know it's a little redundant, it's already up here, but I just like to be explicit so that the program's easy to read. isPrime is false. Well, it's not redundant really, because if it's 1, then you catch it here. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so here we'll return isPrime. So I'm going to take one last look, make sure I have all of my needed colons and the spacing is all good. And everything looks good to me. So we'll come over here and run Python. And now we'll import the file. And since Python knows what kind of files to look for, we don't need to include the .py. Okay, so the prime function is imported. Now we can just call its function explicitly with a command line argument. Oops. And let's say 6. False, 6 is not prime. Let's try, I don't know, 3. True, 3 is prime. Let's try 4. As you can see, this can get a little tedious if you have a lot of numbers to check. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to create a program that it'll basically take this program and we'll modify it to where it can take multiple inputs, and then it can both be imported into other programs or it can be ran alone. So it'll be much more versatile and useful than this program. So stay tuned for that, and thanks again for watching. Bye.